Welcome back to our New York City studios. Maria Taylor alongside Jalen Rose. And there was a point when we thought maybe this was the Nets series to sweep. And just like that, the Milwaukee Bucks
so excited.
Are back in it.
That was 90s basketball.
It was.
Physicality. And if I had to get a game ball to somebody, P.J. Tucker. How many times is he going to play against Kevin Durant and make more threes than him? Hold him to 3-4-11, shooting from the floor. Pick him up 94 feet multiple times and even block his shot, though they called the foul. As you see, Chris Middleton, they did a great job of getting underneath KD, being physical with them. That's why you see a couple of shot blocks. That's why you see a couple of opportunities where he could have got called for offensive fouls. That's the best I've ever seen KD defend.
And you should give him the game ball because he scored his most points as a Buck, did P.J. Tucker. And you see it right there, 3 for 12 when Kevin Durant was defended by P.J. And he was very physical with him the entire time, frustrating KD when he was trying to get to his offensive side.
He definitely was frustrating KD the entire game, and obviously a lot more pressure ended up being on KD. You start the game without James Harden, then all of a sudden during the game you lose Kyrie Irving, and now all of a sudden your offense gets bogged down.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving goes down with 5:52 left to play in the second quarter. It looked like a right ankle sprain. He was held out. How did that change the tenor of the game for the Nets?
It changed everything. They had to go deeper into the bench. It distorted their rotations. Kyrie is a terrific one-on-one and isolation player. Drew Holiday had been doing a terrific job of defending him. But I think also with him out of the game, the Bucks just got a lot more confident. It's like one thing to beat us without James Harden. Y'all ain't beating us without Harden and KD, and I saw that level of competitive spirit pick up.
Yeah, remember, Harden only played 43 seconds of this series. He's out with the hamstring. We'll see whether or not he'll be able to go for Game 5 as they come back to Brooklyn. That'll happen on Tuesday. But Bucks fans have to be happy, too, with the way Giannis played. You said you wanted to see bully ball. That means points in the paint.
Yes.
I think he delivered for you.
Yes, he didn't settle, Maria, and here's the thing. Sometimes when you have Claxton on you, you want to try your three or you want to try your turnaround jumper. No, Giannis, continue to attack the bucket in transition in particular. Look at his broken floor situations. This is his money all day. Now, Blake Griffin didn't return after midway through the third quarter. I don't know if he's dealing with an injury or whatnot, but that's something to be monitored. But again, Giannis, in particular when Blake Griffin isn't in front of you, you have to continue to attack. You're an unstoppable force. You're the most athletic 7-footer that the game has seen. With your long strides, you have to continue to attack.
How about that? 26 points in the paint here today, Jay Rose. He had 34 points in the game, and you mentioned transition. The Bucks outscored the Nets in transition 26-6. That's a game changer, too.
When you get stops, you get steals. When you get the boards, now you can get it to Giannis in transition, and he can make many plays like he did today.
Now, I know you thought that really last game, it wasn't about the Bucks winning. It was about the Nets losing that one. So do you feel confident that this is a game the Bucks actually went out there, asserted themselves, and won?
2 games ago, the Bucks scored 86 points and lost by 39. Last game, they scored 86 points and actually won.
By 3.
Okay, so when you the Nets, you leave that game, you like, Joe Harris is not going to go 1 for 11. We're going to find a way to respond. The Bucks left today's game, and they now made their 3-point shots, feeling confident about the way they defended the Nets, but also Pat Connaughton coming in, quality minutes off the bench. Drew Holiday continued to be aggressive. Chris Middleton played like he should perform when he gets going and like an all-star level player. So a complete team win for the Milwaukee Bucks on their home floor.
Okay, walk me through then how the Nets have to respond as they get to come back home to Brooklyn.
The Nets got to get healthy.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Kyrie Irving, the James Harden comeback, but I guarantee you Kevin Durant, I'm writing down 40 right now. I don't bet on NBA basketball, but Kevin Durant scoring at least 40 in the next game. Book that.
Okay, count it, bet on it, absolutely. Game 5 is coming your way on Tuesday. For Jalen Rose, I'm Maria Taylor right here on ABC. Next up is World News Tonight or your local news, except on the West Coast. We will see you next time on NBA Countdown. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Time for a Sunday matinee Eastern Conference semifinal matchup. The Nets only have 2 of their big 3, but KD and Kyrie have been enough to take the 2-1 lead against Milwaukee. Meanwhile, Giannis, he's trying to leave the Milwaukee crowd smiling just like the pants he's wearing right now. And even this series at 2. Before they tip off, let's count you down.
Game 4 should be special.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, they signed with Brooklyn for moments like this.
Win is a win. Doesn't matter if you win by 30, doesn't matter if you win by 1.
Keep working. Let's go. Come on.
You look at the Brooklyn Nets, and I'm just saying, they are toying with these brothers.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Hotels.com.
Hello and welcome to NBA Countdown. We're coming to you live from the Seaport District in New York City, brought to you by Heineken. I'm Maria Taylor, alongside the veteran, the incomparable Jalen Rose with the Sunday roach and the glasses coming through. And Jalen, we got a great matchup between the Bucks and the Nets. Obviously, Milwaukee trying to tie it up at 2. But first, to get you all set, let's walk you through going on the road, presented by Hotels.com. Now, it was a really rough game for the Nets in Game 3. Despite 52 of Brooklyn's 83 points coming from Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the Nets shot only 25% from beyond the arc and had a 3-point loss to the Bucks. And remember, J. Rose, Joe Harris was 1 of 11. KD shot under 40% for the first time in the postseason. So what do you think would be the key for the Nets to walk away with a victory, considering everything that went wrong in Game 3?
Tempo. I think anytime you get KD and you get Kyrie out in open floor situations, they so very dynamic. When you're going against the Bucks half-court defense, in particular Tucker, he did a great job of making KD just uncomfortable. And Drew Holiday has done the exact same thing to Kyrie Irving. Those two, KD and Kyrie, it was the lowest field goal percentage that they've had in the game this year. 83 points, the fewest points the Nets scored in the game this year. Those two guys, and you mentioned Joe Harris III, 1 for 11. I don't anticipate that again.
No way that happens again. And Drew Holiday has held Kyrie Irving to 11 of 31 shooting so far in this series. Meanwhile, on the Milwaukee side, remember, it took Chris Middleton and Giannis scoring 79% of the Bucks' point in order to get the victory. And it was only a 3-point win. Okay, so what has to happen for Milwaukee to take the victory?
Well, it'd be nice if they got more people to show up to the party, right? But in all honesty, it has to fall on your superstar, Giannis. And he has to find a way to create a balance to where he understands, if I'm not making the threes, don't take 8 of them. He got to play bully ball. It's Saturday, you at the park, and if you lose, you go to the end of the line, and you got to wait 4 or 5 more games till you play again. It got to be basket or a foul.
I hear you, J. Rose, but what if you're not shooting it well from the free throw line like Giannis has been so far this year?
And see, that's exactly the point, Maria. That's a great acknowledgement, because when you're not shooting free throws, you're hesitant to drive to the bucket because you don't want to go to the line, especially when you get to the line. It takes you 13 seconds to shoot a free throw, and then it ends up being an air ball. And for Giannis, when you go to the line and they're chanting MVP, don't tell the crowd to be quiet. The more quiet the arena is, the more pressure is on you as a free throw shooter. And also, don't take so long when you're at the line. Go up there, bounce it once or twice, and just shoot that thing. I had a year where I was struggling at the line. I used to dribble, spin, dribble, spin, dribble, spin. And then I shot low. Then I stopped spinning the ball because I felt like when I was dribbling the ball, it made me think too much. He's thinking too much at the line.
J. Rose, be honest, you never struggled at anything in your life. It's too
just trying to keep up with you.
Okay. Giannis, though, 6 for 19 shooting from the free throw line so far in this series. We'll see how many times he gets to the line in this Game 4 matchup and whether or not he's able to do exactly what J. Rose said. Meanwhile,